So in order to enable BitLocker, or in this case BitLocker to go specifically because it's a removable USB drive, you're going to plug in your drive. And side note, you see how it does this right here? You never want autoplay to happen when you're inserting a USB drive. And that's because the USB drive, somebody gave it to you, you found it on the street, could have a virus on it. And so you never want it to autoplay. Autoplaying could enable you to put in that USB drive and then that virus automatically starts acting on your computer. So side note, make sure it says take no action. So to enable BitLocker, first of all, you have to be on a Windows Professional, a Windows Enterprise, Windows Education version of Windows. Your home version of Windows is not going to be able to do this, but you can bring your drive to work, or if you have a Windows Pro Enterprise or Education Edition, and use that computer to enable the BitLocker to go. You're going to say show more options. You're going to say turn on BitLocker. And note, once you do this process with the drive, you don't have to do that again. You're just going to be plugging in the drive and putting in your password, and then you're good to go. So this just takes a couple minutes the first time with your drive. We're going to say choose a password. Choosing your password. This part's really important here. You have to save this key in case you lose your password to be able to unlock the data on that drive. And this is only in the case that you forget your password. So the easiest way to do it is to print the recovery key, print it to a printer, and it's gonna print up basically a document which has some codes on it. In this case, you can also print to PDF and save it someplace else, but make sure not to save that on the drive you're gonna BitLocker, because if your BitLocker drive is locked and you have your key on there, it's not gonna help. So you're gonna print this. Now that you have that backed up, you can go next. So you have a couple options here. If this is a brand new USB drive and it's never had data on it, then you can select the top option. Even if your drive looks blank but you've used it in the past, you guys are going to want to select this so it encrypts everything. Again, this is only for a brand new drive right here, and this is for all other options. So we're going to say in this case that this is a brand new drive because it's quicker, but the bottom one takes a couple minutes more. You guys are going to want to use that option if it's not a brand new drive. We want compatibility mode because it's a removable drive. Okay. And again, this is a small drive here. It's going to take a bit longer for the drives you guys are going to be putting in there, especially since most of the cases you're going to be doing the full disk. And again, this is only a one-time process here. Now you'll notice that this icon here now has a lock on it. It shows unlocked because it's unlocked right now. Remove this disk now. Put it in, again, in this computer, or say it's another computer. See how it shows locked? You can't access those files. No one can access those files because they're encrypted until you put in your password. And then it works as any other USB drive. And again, these drives will only work on Windows computers. So even regular Windows versions, you can use these drives in them. On a regular Windows version that's not Pro, Enterprise, or Education, you can't initialize a disk with BitLocker, but you can use that BitLocker drive in those computers. They will recognize that you can put in your passcode. You just can't start the process on those computers. And like I said, it works like any other USB drive now. So your data is safe and encrypted.